Xin chào tất cả các bạn đang follow page của các chị em trong cái buổi DigiChat lần này, và đặc biệt là gửi lời chào tới khách mời của chúng mình đến từ Thụy Điển, đó là chị Thoa. Wow, rất là đặc biệt đúng không? Và hôm nay cái buổi interview này các bạn sẽ thấy rất đặc biệt, bởi vì lát nữa tụi mình sẽ nói tiếng Anh chính. Bởi vì chị Thoa nói rằng là chị Thoa lớn lên ở Thụy Điển, và giữa tiếng Anh và tiếng Việt thì chị muốn lựa chọn nói tiếng Anh nhiều hơn, bởi vì tiếng Việt đâu đó vẫn có nhiều thứ mà chị không thể mô tả được. Ok, chúng ta sẽ chuyển tiếng Anh đúng không? Nhưng trước khi chúng mình chuyển sang tiếng Anh thì tụi mình muốn giới thiệu một chút để các bạn đang follow page của các chị em cũng biết tụi mình là ai ha. Và đây là cái chuỗi DigiChat số 56 rồi, và cứ hàng tuần thì tụi mình lại online vào tối thứ ba để chia sẻ với các bạn câu chuyện là kinh doanh số của các anh chị em làm chủ doanh nghiệp kỹ thuật số này trên toàn cầu. Và mỗi một tuần thì bọn mình lại mời đến một gương mặt mới, một câu chuyện mới, những cái điểm chạm mới để các bạn có thêm thông tin, các bạn có thêm niềm tin, các bạn có thêm cái sự dũng cảm dám bước ra thoải mái để làm những cái điều chưa từng bao giờ làm, đúng không? Thế thì để giới thiệu về các thành viên trong bộ tứ 79 thì rất tiếc là hôm nay có bạn Thủy do đang trong một cái chuyến công tác, bạn về không kịp cho nên không thể online được, mà chỉ có ba tụi mình thôi. Thì về phía mình thì mình là Hằng và mình đang ở Hà Nội, Việt Nam cùng với cả gia đình. Mình là mẹ của hai bé trai, một bạn 16, 18, 15, 17 tuổi chứ. Wow, nhanh quá. Thế và với công việc truyền thống thì mình vẫn đang làm quản lý trong một công ty xây dựng, còn với kinh doanh trên nền tảng số mình làm đã hơn 5 năm rồi và đang là coach trong một cộng đồng lớn với trên 260.000 thành viên tới từ khắp nơi trên thế giới. Và bây giờ thì tớ sẽ mời Ngọc giới thiệu với Ngọc nhé.
Cảm ơn Hằng. Xin chào các bạn đang xem buổi live tối nay của bộ tứ 79, và em xin gửi lời chào đặc biệt đến chị Thoa, là một vị khách mời rất tuyệt vời từ Thụy Điển đến với team bọn em hôm nay ạ. Mình xin tự giới thiệu, mình là Ngọc, hiện đang sống và làm việc tại Hà Nội cùng với gia đình. Mình có hơn 20 năm kinh nghiệm làm việc trong nhiều lĩnh vực khác nhau, từ truyền thông, tự động hóa, công nghệ thông tin đến hàng không, từ công ty tư nhân nhỏ đến doanh nghiệp có vốn nhà nước lớn. Nhưng mà song với công việc chính thì mình luôn có từ 1 đến 2 nghề tay trái để đảm bảo an toàn tài chính. Mình tham gia kinh doanh này với mong muốn đạt tự do tài chính sớm hơn, để được nghỉ hưu sớm và thực hiện những ước mơ của mình khi mà mình còn trẻ khỏe. Và nhờ có kinh doanh số với lộ trình rõ ràng thì mình đang dần đạt tới ước mơ này. Mình xin nhường lời giới thiệu tiếp theo cho bạn Trang. Mời Trang.
Cảm ơn Ngọc. Em cũng xin gửi lời chào đến với chị Thoa tới từ Thụy Điển, và cũng xin gửi lời chào tới các bạn đang xem buổi live cũng như là xem lại buổi phát lại buổi live ngày hôm nay. Mình xin tự giới thiệu, mình là Trang Mira, cũng hiện đang sinh sống và làm việc tại Hà Nội cùng với gia đình nhỏ, và mình có một cậu con trai tuổi teen, chính là bạn của cậu cả nhà Hằng. Khi đến với cái kinh doanh số này thì Trang cũng có hơn 20 năm kinh nghiệm trong lĩnh vực doanh nghiệp, chủ yếu là các công ty lớn quốc tế về công nghệ thông tin và viễn thông. Công việc thì cũng cho Trang đãi ngộ khá là tốt, nhưng mà cũng khá là áp lực, và mình luôn luôn cảm thấy thiếu thời gian, nhất là thời gian cho gia đình và thậm chí cả thời gian cho bản thân nữa. Nên là Trang đã bắt đầu cái hành trình kinh doanh số này từ năm 2021 như là một cái phương án dự phòng, và đến thời điểm hiện tại thì nó đã trở thành phương án chính của Trang rồi. Và kinh doanh số cũng đem lại cho Trang nhiều kết quả hơn cả mong đợi. Đó là một cái sự tự do thực sự mà Trang luôn luôn tìm kiếm. Và kinh doanh số cũng đem lại cho mình cơ hội được đồng hành, được bước tới và được làm quen cùng rất nhiều đối tác tuyệt vời trên khắp thế giới, như là chị Thoa đến từ Thụy Điển ngày hôm nay. Và chúng mình cùng nhau giúp đỡ mọi người cùng biến những cái ước mơ của họ thành hiện thực, và giúp đỡ mọi người trên hành trình chuyển đổi công việc cũng như là phát triển bản thân và xây dựng sự nghiệp linh hoạt. Đấy là lời giới thiệu ngắn gọn của Trang, và em xin nhường lời cho chị Thoa sẽ giới thiệu một chút của mình ạ. Em mời chị.
Ok, thank you. Mình cũng muốn nói tiếng Việt lắm nhưng mà tiếng Việt rất là dở, cho nên thôi nói tiếng Anh đi ha. Ok, thank you for inviting me. It's such a pleasure to be here. So my name is Thoa and I live in Sweden. I've been living here over 36 years now, so I basically grew up here in Sweden. So that's why we do this interview in English, right? So yeah, I'm so honored to be here. You want me to tell my story now, or
just a short introduction?
Just a short introduction. Okay, so I'm a mom of twin boys. They're gonna turn 11 very soon, and I started my business now 4 years ago. Loving it. I'm also a coach with Now Community, helping moms worldwide to start and scale their businesses.
Thank you so much for the short introduction. So now I'm speaking English as well, because we are going to talk about your journey, and I would like to ask you one question. Regarding your journey, as you said that you are a Vietnamese girl living in Sweden, right? And you have a twin, and now you are a digital business owner. So could you please share a bit about your journey? Yeah, like I said, from being a Vietnamese girl growing up in Sweden to becoming a mother of twins, then a teacher, right? And then transitioning into a digital business owner.
Thank you so much for giving me the chance to share my story. So basically, we were refugees from Vietnam. So we were moving away from Vietnam when I was a very young child, living in refugees camp in Malaysia, and then they sent us to Sweden. So I've been here my whole life. Luckily, I have my whole family here with me, my mom and dad, who've been giving up so many things for us to be able to be here in Sweden, creating the life that we are having right now. Well, in my adult life, I've been doing a lot. I am actually a hairdresser. So I've been working as a hairdresser when I was, 18 to 25. I was working on cruise ship, traveling around the world. That's when my mind was really like wide open after traveling the world on a cruise ship. And then when I came back, I worked in Germany for a while as well. So I do speak German as well, a little bit. And after that, I was like longing for coming home to my parents, right? So when I came home to Sweden, I started up a family business with my siblings, and we used to have flower shops and cafe and stuff. I used to work a lot. It was like 16, 17 hours a day. You know how it is when you have a traditional business where you need to be there on time to open the shop, and you cannot leave until you close it, right? Because when you close, you are losing clients. That's the way it is. And then I luckily met my husband, and then we got married, and we found out that I'm pregnant with twins. It was like a big shock for us, but I used to say, my twins saved me from being where I used to be, because I work a lot without minding about my health, about my mind, not minding about anything. You were just like young and you just want to work, right? But my kids, they came and they showed me, that is not the way you should live your life. You need to do something different. So I sold my part of the family business to my siblings. They still owning those businesses, and I want to do something else. And that's how I came into teaching as well, because teaching here in Sweden, we have the hours and everything. I need that. I want to just go to work and then come home and take care of my family. But then again, doing that for a few years, the kids growing up and everything, and I realized there's something missing in my life, right? I cannot continue going to work and do my thing and then come home. It was a lot of stress. It was a lot of stress being a teacher here in Sweden, because you have more responsibility than just teaching. There's so much things involved. You're not only a teacher, you're a therapist, you are, a social worker, you're helping the parents. It was too much for me. And I also soon realized that I want something else for myself. I want something else for my family. I want to have more choices. I don't want to always ask my boss if he can take some day off to do something, right? In Sweden, the most, when you want to travel in Sweden, when you want to travel, if you want to travel during like holidays and stuff, that's the most expensive times, because everybody is off, right? So the flight is up, everything is cost so much more. And, you know, I don't want to, you know, be in that place that we cannot travel because of all these expenses, right? And also I want to be able to travel when it's not that crowded because, you know, on holidays, everybody's traveling. It's so crowded. I want to travel when it's less crowded. And I just want to have more choices. And I realize the salary that I get from my job and being a teacher like that will not help me to fulfill my dreams. And I want to give it back to my parents as well. And as I told you, my parents, they gave up a lot in Vietnam. They sold everything they had to buy us boat tickets, right? To be able to be on that boat to, you know, in search for freedom. So I want to give it back to them. So they are also a big why I started an online business, so that I can have more time for my kids and also for my parents when they are growing and when they are getting older, you know. So yeah, so that's my why and that's my journey so far. And luckily, being in the business for years, I've been able to quit my job as a teacher so that I can be fully present for my kids as well. And yeah, as you have young kids as well, you know, they're growing up so fast, and in the blink on an eye, the moment is gone, right? So I want to be able to be there to seize every moment with my kids.
Wow, congratulations on achieving your dreams, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. What an inspiring journey. It's truly amazing how you changed and turned every chapter of your life into opportunity for growth. I'm sure so many people watching today can relate to your story. I myself can relate to and feel inspired by your courage and determination to have more choices and more time for yourself and your family. And to everyone watching, I would like to stay longer and chat more, but I actually have to rush for a family dinner because we are now visiting relatives out of town. So sorry for leaving a bit earlier today, but I will catch up with you all soon in our next DigiChat. And bye-bye for now. And thank you again, Sister Thoa, for joining us today.
Take good care. Bye, Ngọc. Bye, Ngọc. Wow, it's so interesting, right? We are online, so we can work wherever we go, wherever we are, right? It's so interesting. And Sister Thoa, the more I know you, the more interesting story about you I know. Wow, it's so amazing. And we share the same dreams. Like me, as a mother, of course, we always want to spend time with our kids, but to our parents, they sacrifice a lot for us. So that's why we always find some solution, right? Some way to pay back to them. So me, the same. I always want to prepare the most condition to support them, to help them, to pay back to them, to get them to have to travel whenever they can, whenever when they are still healthy enough to go, something like that, right? And then you say that you want to travel when there's less people. That's also my dream. So that's why when there's also some holidays in Vietnam, for example, when people travel, I was there at home with my mom, my dad, something like that. And when people go to work, and then I will go, I will travel there. So yeah, that's my dream also comes true with this business. So lovely, right? So we always share the same dreams, right? Now I have a question for you, Sister. Thanks to the digital business, now you are a full-time mompreneur, right? That means you run digital business at home and you're taking care of your kids. So what do you think is the most important when it comes to raising your children, and how has your business helped you to be closer to them?
Well, to be honest, my business has helped me to really get outside my comfort zone. I've been growing, not just a business and an income, I've been growing myself as well. And this is something that your kids, when they see that you grow as a person, how you change from being down or negative to, you know, being very positive and you know, have a growth mindset, they really learn from you. And everything that I learn by growing myself, I'm teaching my kids. I'm showing them what's possible, right? And I'm showing them that when you believe in something, when you start believing in yourself, you know, everything is possible. And I don't know about you, but the kids here in Sweden, you know, we do have a lot of challenging with the kids when they're not believing in themselves, right? When there's too much on social media, too much going on, and they comparing themselves with others all the time. The self-esteem is very, very low, and the confidence is very, very low. So I'm teaching my kids it's okay being you. Mommy is being herself and growing herself to be a better version of herself, and that's why she's, can run a business online and helping so many people doing that, So I'm showing my kids what's possible. And I'm showing them that they are still number one in my life, because I can just, every time something happens in the life, they need to talk. My kids are they're very emotional kids. They want to talk, they want to discuss, they want to share their day with me. I just leave everything aside and okay, let's talk about your day, and let's talk about, I want for them to understand that mommy, even if she's building a business on the side, she's working hard on it, but will always be there for you. And that's what's possible with the digital business.
Yeah, such a powerful and strong mompreneur, right? You are. Yeah, and I see that the children, they always learn from parents' action, not only by words, right? You cannot say you do this and do that, but you do not do anything, right? So when the children see that, we are mompreneur, we stay at home, but still we work very hard, and then they will flow, they will learn from it. That's a very good lesson for them, right? Yeah, so like my children also, when I started this business, my English was not very good at that time. So when I try to speak, and they smile and they laugh, say, "Hey, mom, what are you talking about? What are you something that I cannot understand?" And I said, "Hey, I'm at my age, I'm still learning. Why not you?" So that's why they follow me, right? Yeah. So the children really like that. So we are so happy that we can become a mompreneur, right? Okay, now let's do Chan. You can ask question.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Actually, we are all very related to each other, and it is not a surprise, because this business is more or less like attracting business, and we all come together having the same aspirations, same dreams, and especially for those moms like us, right? So we are all want to help our children. And having said for quite a while, Sister, you are talking all about the goods and the benefits of the business. And congratulations again on having the right business for you to improve your life. But I just want to ask a very small question, because not every road or smoothing. I just want to ask, in the early days when you are choosing to pursue this digital business, do you have any challenges emerge at that time? How did you overcome them? Can you share some memorable experience for us, for the audience?
Yes,
thank you.
Of course, that is a very great question, to be honest. And to be honest, when I started my business 4 years ago, I worked full time as a teacher, and I used to travel, commute to another city to be able to do that. And it was very stressful as well. So the challenges in the beginning has been two major things. One is the time, right? The time and the commitment and the dedication and the discipline, right? To go through my training, to set up my business and everything. So I learned to stay disciplined, very disciplined in my business. And I teach my kids as well. And for me, it was very important for them to understand why mom needs to be in front of her computer right now, and why she needs to do certain things so that she can move every single day. So the time was a little bit difficult at the beginning, but I managed to, I was really sitting down and see, okay, this is my day now. Here I can work a little bit, there I can work a little bit. Then I stay disciplined to do that. And I teach myself how to stay disciplined as well. And this is something that I often hear from lots of people I'm working with. I cannot be consistent. I cannot be disciplined. You need to train yourself to be disciplined. And the way I train myself to be disciplined, maybe it's a little bit, different than other people, is I go into exercise program, right? And I'm looking for like 30 days of exercise, and I need to do this, do this, do this, do this. And while doing my exercise, I learned to stay disciplined. I learned to follow something every single day. And also when I feel good about myself, when I have done my exercise, I do that in the morning. That's the way that I work on myself. When I feel good about myself, I feel like, okay, I can do everything. You know, I stay positive and everything. So I do that. That's one of it. And the other one is the big one. That is my own limiting belief. I was the one who are standing, you know, stopping myself from moving forward, because in the beginning, we don't speak English here in Sweden. We learn English in school, but we don't use it. It's not like we are using it every day. No, we don't. We speak Swedish. So for me, you know, doing business in English, it was really challenging in the beginning, because I was like, okay, I'm not good enough. My pronunciation is not good enough. You know, that's all this limiting belief. You know, even in Vietnamese as well, when people say you need to speak more Vietnamese, I'm like, no, I cannot do that, because you know, that's your own limiting belief, right? But I know that I learned to know when I work on myself that I'm good enough. My English is good enough. My Vietnamese is good enough. It doesn't really matter, because what you want to show the world, you want to show other moms that you are good enough as you are, and you can still moving forward. You don't need to be perfect to start. You don't need to have the perfect English. You don't need to have all the skills or whatsoever. I didn't have that. So my biggest challenge was really me. And then I started working on myself. Doing exercise was one of it. It's really a part of my ritual, my routine that I do every single day. I wake up very early in the morning, around 4:45, 5 a.m. in the morning, so that I can have time to work on myself. Because you know how it is, working full time, you have kids, you don't have time for yourself, but you need to create time. And for me, it was like, okay, in the mornings, that's the time I can have for myself. So I normally have 1.5 or 2 hours for myself. I do meditation. I take walks. I do journaling. I exercise, you know, for myself. When I start to do that, I realize I'm capable to so much more, you know. And finally, I understand that I'm worth it. I'm worth the success. And I want to show other people, other moms, parents, that they're worth it too. That we are enough, right? We are enough. We can still do it, even if we're not perfect.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Sister. And actually, through your sharing, I can also see, I can also learn from you. And I believe I share the same how to say, limited belief like you. So it's always like, for me, because I'm kind of a perfectionism, so I always think that I'm not good enough. And really, in this business, it is not the money that is hold the result, hold the reward that we get, but I think the most gain that we have in this business is the belief in ourselves. And we change our mindset, and we, like you said, that you are the really good example for your children, that they can raise their self-esteem, and there's nothing impossible. Everything we are capable, as long as we want to do it, and we know how to do it, and we have the discipline like you to keep us on the routine, on the way to reach the destination, right? Yeah.
Thank
you
you.
Want to ask any more question to Sister?
Yes, I will add more questions. But thank you, Sister, for your sharing, and Miss Chang for the sharing as well. And I learned from Sister a lot, and I know that why she's successful, because she has a discipline. And in our business, discipline is one of the most important characteristic that we need. Because when we become our own boss, right, we become the business owner. That means we don't have boss. No one stay there and say that you need to finish this one in this periods of time. You need to make a report or something like that, right? We feel very good because we are free. But then, if there's no discipline, then you cannot move on. You cannot get successful. And sister also share about her lesson how to be successful, right? To keep some discipline, and we appreciate that. So I have the last question for you. When I reached out to sister and invite her for this DigiChat interview, and she said that this digital business brought her peace in mind and secure in the future. So what does this mean to you? And can you have some message to anyone, especially mom like us, right? Who are still struggling between balancing the work and the time for their families, please?
Well, I mean, with the peace of mind, meaning that, you know, as a mom, as a daughter, you keep worry about the future. You keep worrying about, okay, how will the retirement be for your mom and dad? Will they be able to enjoy the life they really deserve? How will it be for your kids in the future? Will they be able to, you know, get all the options and possibilities like other kids as well? You know, you cannot stop comparing, you know, and wanting and wishing the best for your kids and your family. I'm getting emotional talking about it. So I was constantly worried. Okay, how can I was looking for lots of things, you know, to do online aside, to be able to give the possibility for my parents and for my kids. And now when I found something, I feel like, okay, this is it. This is something that I can really work on for myself and for my family. That is the peace of mind that I'm talking about, that you don't worry. Of course, I still worry about how the kids gonna turn up, if they're gonna be gangster or what are they gonna be, you know, that kind of worry. But that the worry about the financial future for your family, it's not, you know, it's not there anymore, or at least it's less. Of course, you cannot stop worrying, but it still give me a peace of mind knowing that just focus on what you're doing right now. Work hard on what you're doing right now, improving yourself, improving your business, grow yourself and grow your business, and the rest will follow, right? And, you know, I know that there are, with the business, if I continue with the business, I will secure the future for my family. And for me, it's not, I'm not talking about, you know, buying them houses or cars. I'm not talking about material thing. I'm talking about options. If they want to, mom, let's say I want to travel a year, and, you know, instead of, before I continue studying, I want to give it to them. I want them to see the world before they need to commit themselves to something. You know what I mean? That kind of choices, that kind of peace of mind.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your sharing, and totally agree with you. So this business not only bring us a finance, but bring us a peace of mind. It's a very important, right? And yeah, the last the last sentence is about, do you have any message, or can you have some message to the people, especially like us as a mom, who are still struggling between how to balance their work and their time for their family?
Well, let's say, you know, if I are twin moms, then twin moms, you know, having two kids at the same time, it's not easy. Working full time and everything. If I could still, you know, start a business, work on a side, so can you, right? And one message I also want to give moms is, I think this is something that I just recently realized as well. You're not just mom, you're not just a wife, or you're not just anything, right? If you want to do something, do it for yourself first. Because we are so occupied by, okay, I'm a mom, I need to do it for my kids, I need to do this for my parents, but you need to do something for yourself. You need to understand that you are worth it, right? Your dreams are valid, not just for your family, but for yourself as well. And that is something, as a woman, we need to realize that we are not just mom, we're not just wife. I'm doing this not just for my family, but honestly for myself, for me to find a purpose in my life, for me to feel like I'm doing something meaningful for myself. You know what I mean? For me to grow myself. So that would be my message for you. You know, you're not just a wife or mom. You are you. Your dreams are valid, and go for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's great. And your sharing also remind me of some sayings that the woman is the heart of the family, and you can only make the other happy when you are happy, right? So
Yeah.
before you are doing it for anyone else, doing it for yourself. And to all the audience that is listening to our live interview today with Sis Thoa, if you have some related to what she shared, and you are inspired by her story, then let's move on, have something for yourself. And if you want to learn more about the business that help us all to have all of these things that Sister have just sharing, so you can follow these 3 simple steps. The first step is sending us the message or email to our register to our website to learn the general information about this business. And the second step will be further information in details about how the business works, what is our affiliated product portfolio, the partners in this business, the income sources, and all of the income sources in this business, and also how about the investment budget, the strategy that you can have, everything in very details. And you will need to pay a little bit fee here, $149. But don't worry, you have this as temporary fee only. If after 30 days of examination and investigation in this business, and you think that, oh, this is not the right time, or you are not into this business, you can easily send an email or ask us to help you to get it full refund. And but if you are into this business, are inspired and think that this business is for you, then it's quite easy. Come to us again, book a coaching call with one of our international expert, international coach, and then she or he will help you to choose the right investment budget and strategy that is fit with your own situation and your own environment. And voila, you can be one of the business owners like us today and share your story next, right? And thank you very much for your attention and listening. And we will see you in the next interview next week with our DigiChat. Thank you, Thoa, again for sharing your story, and wish you more success in your business. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you, Chen, thank you, Thoa, and thank you. And see you by next week. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.